Hey guys, it's Raljin. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about a inscription guide for money making, not leveling. So this is strictly for money making only. So I'm going to start off looking for materials. I suggest adder's tongue because it gets you a lot of inks per material. First though, you're going to want to get a add-on called Quick Auctions and Skillet. It will be to the left. The links will be to the left. Quick Auctions looks something like this. It's pretty much where you can scan the entire glyphs on there and see which ones go for the most. And it does a lot of other functions that I'll show you in this video. This is going to be a two-part video, so the second part will be linked to this part. So, you're going to want to start off by looking for some herbs, like I just said. Like I just said, prefer Adder's Tongue or Ice Thorn because they give me a lot of inks. So, basically, I'm going to type in Adder's Tongue. Search it up. There's really none on the auction house, so I'm going to go for Ice Thorn. Retype that in because I typed it in wrong, and there you go. It's going in for a decent price, so I'm going to buy some stacks of that. Now I suggest getting a milling macro for doing this because it makes it a lot easier. This will also be to the left, so make sure you check that out because it's pretty awesome for inscriptions and scribes. So pretty much take those out of the auction house or your mailbox and mill them. Make sure you get rid of the 1 stacks of herbs because they mess up my macro. So after deleting them, gonna just mill the crap out of them. I really do prefer Adder's Tongue. It's cheaper and it gives you more inks, so buy that. Don't buy any other ink material because you'll see later on this video that it does not matter what inks you need. Ink of the Sea will work for all glyphs. You'll see this later on in this video, probably near the end. So after you're done, I end up with 38 azure pigments, so that will make me about, let's see here, math's pretty horrible, just nearly 19 inks of the sea, and I already have a couple more already made, so I'm going to open up Skillet, type in ink of the sea, and make as much as I can, which is 19. After the long and lengthy process of making your inks, it's magically finished. And this is pretty much my favorite part because everything's done. You can just go to the auction house and pretty much click one button, summarize, shows you the ones that sell for the best, and you just click add to the skill list. And it's pretty much free gold because it really doesn't take too much effort to make gold on the inscription market. All you have to do is cancel your auctions, repost, and a bunch of that jazz, but I'll get into that later on in this video. So I'm going to click the summary button, and I'm going to click glyph, and I'm going to click get data. And after it's all done, it should take about a minute or two. It will pop up with the information. The red X means the glyphs that you have not learned. I know I haven't learned a lot yet, but that will probably be all finished up later on. The white number that you see in the center is how much is on the auction house right now. The money is on the far right hand side, from the greatest profit to the least profit of each category. So greatest profit to least profit in Death Knight, greatest profit to least profit in Hunters, so on. So I'm just going to look through this really quick, and I see a bunch of glyphs that's selling for 30 gold plus. I usually go, the least that I make is 10 gold. I usually score for the 20 gold pluses whenever I'm making a few. I think in this video I make about 12 different types of glyphs, so about 24 glyphs, which is a pretty good profit, about 400 to 500 gold. Really and truly, it doesn't really take too much skill at all. So I'm just going to pretty much look through this list and open up my skillet eventually here. Come on, open it up. What I do here is I recorded the footage this time before the voiceover, so I really have to wait until I actually do this on the screen. So I'm pretty much looking through which ones I should make. There is a built-in crafter on the quick auctions, but I hate it, so I open up Skillet. Now I put one and one next to each other, and I look for which ones sell for the greatest and queue it up in the Skillet. It's crucial that you don't make any more than 2 or 3 because you don't want to flood the market. 2 or 3 of each. So find my glyph. Sometimes Skillet doesn't come up with the right glyph sometimes, so I'm going to have to look through it manually. There we go. Icy Touch is what I'm looking for. Make 2, queue it up. Now it's in my list. And as you can see, the ink is also in the list of the queue, and that will be useful later on in this video, and when you'll see when you're in Dalaran at the ink trader. So I'm going to finish this up and quickly look through some more important glyphs that sell for over 30 gold. Today there was quite a few. Glyph of Cleansing was going for 50 gold. I think there's a 98 gold glyph in there. It's pretty nice profit. Let me remind you that you do have to level this up to 440 before you can do all of this. So that's about a 1,500 gold investment, but it really pays back. As you guys can see, I made 755 gold, or 7,555 gold. So in just a short period of time, and I don't play every day. I play about maybe an hour a day. Squeaking a lot today. And that's how much gold I make. Already bought the cold weather flying and normal flying and a few mounts for Lysander. I will be leveling him up to 80 and possibly faction changing him, but we'll talk about this in the last part of part 2 in this 2-part video. So I'm going to want to queue them up once I find as much as I want, or as much as I can make. Keep in mind the number of inks you have, because that's very important, because if you overmake glyphs, then you're going to be sitting at the ink trader and you're not going to be able to get your right inks. So after this is done, I use my Scroll of Recall that takes me to Dalaran. Inscription or Inscribed should definitely make Scroll of Recall 3, and bam, right in Dalaran. Now follow me here, guys, because some people might not be able to find the ink trader. So you come up to the intersection here. Pretty much you'll see this spot. Remember it. Now follow me. You go past the inn, and it's the house right next to that orb looking place, and just walk right in. The ink trader is Jessica Sellers. Click buy reagents at the top. It will buy all the reagents needed for what's in your queue, the inks in your queue. Okay guys, it's about to switch to part 2. Make sure you buy your other things too, your other mats, your parchments. Anyway, check out part 2 for the finishing of this video, It's at the bottom.